Hey guys, I'm Fat Tony 92.
I'm Richie Roberts.
Also Menu Sama.
Well, yes, I'm that too.
And well, we have a story.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
we have a kind of a funny story.
It's a funny story. It's a funny story now. It wasn't so funny at the time.
Yeah, it was. For those of you who do not know, probably most of you that do, we have a Patreon. And for the Maximum Overdogs, at least the first 5 ones, we send them a unique t-shirt that only they get. I mean, no one in the cast even has one. Not even me, not even Richie, no one.
Yeah, to preface, I'm not a Maximum Overdog, so I don't get the shirt.
Yeah, only Maximum Overdogs get them, which is our highest Patreon tier. Anyway, so
it's fucking selfish of you, really. None of the cast and crew gets one, man. Fucking selfish. Man.
Eventually, they'll get one. Yeah. But it'll be
better
different.
say staff on the back.
It'll be different from the anyway. So we recently got our newest Maximum Overdog, and it also happened to coincide with Richie going to AWA.
Okay, they live in the same state as me. Here's the gist of the conversation. UPS fucked up.
Yeah, pretty much. UPS is full of Daves.
Yeah, they are. I remembered saying that.
Yeah.
I remembered saying that we were gonna make because I was walking back to the car with Walker after we visited, and I was saying something about like, what can Dave do for you? Like,
yeah. So anyway, he lives in the same state, and so I went to send our Golden Dick trophy to Richie for AWA so he could get it signed,
which I have and am currently playing with.
Which he does. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So
but just a tip. To
save time, I sent both the packages out on the same day, from the same UPS store. Well, the UPS store, I guess, had like a new person or whatever, because they fucking swapped the addresses. And so on the day that, not only did they swap the addresses, but they didn't get it to them when they said they would. They said it would be there by Friday. It didn't get there until Monday. And so, like, during the day Monday, Richie messages me and goes, "Hey, thanks for the t-shirt." And I'm like, "I didn't send you a t-shirt. What are you talking about?"
No. I didn't say thanks for the t-shirt. I go, is this t-shirt for me or?
I was like, "I didn't send you a
t-shirt."
Because
it had my name. He was like, "I didn't send you a t-shirt." I was like, "Oh, well, I got a t-shirt."
And then we sort of pieced everything together, and it was like, oh my god, they sent our dick to one of our patrons.
Well, I figured it wasn't mine when it said XXL on it. I was like, bro, we've met a couple of times in person. You should know I'm not a XXL. I'm a motherfucking quadruple XL.
Anyway, so it's at this point that we message our patron, and we figure out exactly how far they are from Richie. Turns out
they're on the way. They're
on the way.
They're in Chattanooga. They're technically in Chattanooga. In Chattanooga. It's a little bit out of the way to get to his apartment and then get back on the road to Atlanta, but it was enough on the way that it wasn't too much of an inconvenience. All right, so we get to Chattanooga, and we actually had to call you to find out what apartment number it was because we didn't have the apartment number.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Walker and I had to call you, and we called a bunch of times. And then we finally got a hold of you.
I think you called me like while I was at work, and that's why I didn't get it immediately.
No, dude, it was like 7 at night, and I could have sworn because I heard Haley on the phone. You met Haley at work? Yeah, you weren't at work, bro.
There was some reason that anyway.
It was late at night when we called you because the sun had long gone down.
Nah, it's alright. Anyway, just keep going.
So we get to this guy's house. He's a really nice guy, just a wonderful, wonderful Dave. And
he's not a Dave. He's a Maximum.
He's not a Dave. He's a Dave. I can't remember his name right now. He's Dave. And that's on Richie. That's not on Menu. You can't say that Menu made an error. That was on me. I made the error. Menu is infallible. That having been said, so we went there to give him his t-shirt and to pick up the box with the dildo trophy. By the way, it's a shiny golden dildo trophy for those of you needing a visual. Essentially on a trophy stand, but don't worry, you'll actually get to see it at the end of this video. The important part is that I went there, we met the guy, who was really nice, his mom was really nice, She found the whole situation hilarious. So hilarious, in fact, that while he was gone, she took a picture of it and put it on her Facebook, and some of her co-workers started teasing her.
You're joking.
Nope.
That is great.
Yeah, so on this random woman's Facebook page was a picture of a golden dildo trophy.
Oh my god. That's great.
And some of her coworkers saw it and just started, So she was like, it was never-ending fun at work. So apparently a lot of them were, you finally got your son to become a man, huh? I was like, God damn, that's good shit, man. The reason we're telling you this is it's a really funny story, but there's no way in hell we could put it into Log Horizon Abridged in a way that would make it work. But if you catch a random jab about it, a little hint at it, now you'll, hopefully, if you are a person who watches all of our content, if you're a hardcore Phat Dog content watcher, like you check out all the stuff that we do, whether it's the updates, the convos with menu, you're here for more than just the Log Horizon Abridged episodes, things like that. You'll catch some of the subtle nod, wink, wink that we throw out there. Still 10. God damn it. I am quoting DBZ. Of course I am. DBZ Abridged, I should clarify. Anyway, so we do get to the hotel, and it's I'm gonna skip a lot of that stuff, but the next day we go and I go and talk to Team 4-Star because I'm like, this is a dick trophy. I'm not gonna pull out a dick trophy in public. Literally, their booth that they're set up to do autographs and talk to people and meet them and stuff at is in the dealer hall. The dealer hall is huge. It's like 2 gymnasiums huge. It is crowded. There's a lot of people. Also, they happen to be right next to the Funimation booth, and the line for Team 4-Star happens to be right beside the line for purchasing stuff from the Funimation booth. So yeah, I'm not going to pull a dick out in front of all the Funimation people when I have a badge on that says Fairy Tale Podcast Anime Press.
Nice.
Yeah, needless to say, I talked with them I explained what was going on, and they were adorable about it. I did not see HBI the first day. He was there the second day, which was even better because I was like, ha ha ha, we get Ben to sign it. But essentially, we talked with them. They were very nice. I talked to Lanny, I talked to Antfish, and I talked to Scott, and I was like, we're the winners of the Fuck the Judges Award. I was wondering if it's okay if we brought the trophy out and had you sign it tomorrow. I was basically setting stuff up. And they looked at me like, oh, that's kind of cool, but we don't believe you. And I'm like, don't worry, you will tomorrow.
Did they really?
No, that was just kind of the look. It was like, okay, cool. They're not sure whether it's actually true or whether I'm just joking around. But the next day I come over there, and what was the most beautiful moment, and this was part 1 of 3 times that I had to come back to the table. But the next day when I came over and I pulled out the trophy, you got to see he got to the part where you saw the F the Judges thing on there, because the dick was wrapped up in like heavy pink bubble paper or something.
Bubble wrap.
And it was wrapped in bubble wrap, essentially. We were hiding it as best we could. And Lanny's face lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. He was so excited to see that we actually had the trophy. He was like, no fucking way. It was more like, haven't seen this in a long time. That's fucking beautiful kind of moment.
Nice.
So yeah, so he and Antfish and HBI, who was there this time, Scott wasn't there. Kaiser wasn't there. I think he might have been off doing a panel or something. Or he might have been running to get something, but he was there later. I came by a second time, and Ben saw me, and he was like, dude, what are you doing back? And I'm like, Scott didn't sign it. And he's like, oh, yeah. So I didn't apparently have to wait in line. They just, gave the trophy to Scott and had him sign it, which was really nice. And I did get to have a bit of a conversation with them, and I thank them all for everything, and in particular, I thank Lanny for basically the reason why I have a channel called Like Zoinks Gaming. His Krillin Let's Plays basically inspired me to do horror video game kind of Let's Plays or me streaming scary video games in character as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And it was just a fun thing to do. Like, I enjoyed watching him, and I knew I'd enjoyed playing it that way just as much because, of course. Now, of course, my ultimate dream is if ever we get the chance, I would love to have Shaggy and Krillin both team up and be afraid of a scary video game at the same time. That would be beautiful. But they were really, really sweet. For those of you who haven't met them, but who are thinking about meeting them, and you felt a little trepidation about that, no need. They are actually sweet and wonderful human beings, and they are a lot more humble than a lot of people I've met in the industry. We'll put it that way. Because I think they started out as fans, and usually the people that start out as fans are very humbled by the fact that they even managed to get a shot in the big leagues, you know? So it's not one of those, we're big time, rah, rah, rah. They're like, thank you so much for just enjoying our content, and thank you for caring enough to even remember and repeat some of our jokes to us. They do say that it does, after a while, some of the repetition can get a little old, but they're still just as humbled that people care enough to actually memorize it, you know? Yeah. They were sweethearts, and they signed it, and I will be showing you the trophy in just a moment. Yeah. But essentially, that is the thing, and hopefully through this, you've seen the pictures, because if I edited this video right, you will see pictures of just, dear God, just the silliest shit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And just real quick, to the patron that got our dick, thank you for being such a wonderful sport about it. And
thank your mom for being such a sport about it too.
All right, and we hope you enjoyed meeting Menu-sama in the flesh, as it were.
And your little furry dog that would not stop barking. Yeah, do not miss that. Do not miss that at all. But that being said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this Phat Dog story.
I like it, the Phat Dog story. That's great.
I fucking want to put like a fire in the background now.
Fucking alliteration, motherfucker. PDS. The Phat Dog Studios, Phat Dog Story.
Phat Dog Story.
Right. Thanks for joining us, guys.